His high school has been in the headlines for its uncertain future, but in this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, Burke High School principal Maurice Cannon talks to me about life at Burke High School, his college years at South Carolina State, and family. But first, he talks to me about the recent news. Well, Mr. Cannon, this is home for me.
Yes.
Because I was a student here at Burke.
All right.
From 1999 until 2004.
Very good. Welcome home.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Glad to have you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. And, you know, unfortunately, Burke has been in the headlines recently because the State Board of Education is looking at the future of Burke High School.
Right.
As we sit here today, what is your vision for this particular school?
Absolutely. My vision for Burke is to continue to develop it into being a world-class educational center. And we're absolutely on our way there. With a beautiful facility that we have, an excellent campus, and we're infusing more dynamic programs into the curriculum here at Burke, where we are challenging students on a regular basis. So in the future, what we are looking to do is to maximize our campus and our location and our resources to bring the entire village and all of our stakeholders together in our local community to support the growth and the improvement of Burke. And I think we're well on our way, Quintin.
Yes, indeed. Well, you know, you were chosen the new principal of Burke High School in 2011.
Right.
As we look here at that time to right now, how's it going?
It's going absolutely well. I am so excited to be back here at Burke. Don't know if you're aware, but when I moved to Charleston, Burke was my first teaching assignment here in the Low Country.
That's right.
And to have entered into administration and have had the opportunity to come back to Burke, it is an awesome responsibility, but an excellent experience that I'm having. So we're doing some excellent things, and what I'm able to see now, students who I knew in middle school, as I served as the middle school dean.
That's right.
When Burke had the A+ Academy at Burke Middle School.
Oh, yes.
I'm now able to see those same students as seniors. So to have seen them just transform and develop into young people, it's going absolutely well for us.
And you know, everyone knows you as Principal Maurice Cannon. But beyond the classroom, who is Maurice Cannon?
Wow, Maurice Cannon is a father of two very precious little boys, yes, and the husband of a very beautiful wife. Evan and Reese are the names of my sons. Evan will be 2 in just a few weeks. Wow. And Reese turned 4 in December. So it's never a dull moment, and just being dad always is a pleasure for me, just to spend time with my family and just enjoy Charleston as best we can.
And you know, I read that you actually attended and graduated from South Carolina State University.
I did. Those were great days at SC State, and I'm a Bulldog through and through.
Yes.
You know, having a chance to be a Burke Bulldog,
right,
and an SC State Bulldog, you know, it's in my blood now.
Right.
It's in my blood.
Yeah. Talk to me about your days there. Who was Maurice Cannon as a college student?
As a college student, Maurice Cannon was a very involved band participant, where I had the opportunity to lead the Marching 101 as drum major. That's right. In 1998. Enjoyed the study of English literature as a scholar there at SC State, and remember many of my professors fondly. The course that I remember just enjoying the most was the study of John Milton. Oh, yes. And the works of Milton in Paradise Lost and Paradise Regained, right, and as well as Shakespeare, yes, during those days as well. So that was the student of Maurice, and did enjoy college life in the campus of SC State. It's very beautiful in Orangeburg.
It really is. I love it up there. Love it up there. And then it was off to the Citadel. Yes,
my graduate studies, when I moved to Charleston, the Citadel had a leadership component with their graduate program for administrators. Oh, cool. So I enrolled as soon as I had an opportunity to, and what an outstanding program. Their professors. And what I liked the most about the Citadel was its connection right here in this local community. Right. And even, not many people know this, but I had an opportunity to study and take a class with Dr. McGinley. Oh, yes. And she was a professor of ours during that time, and really got to interact with her, and what a bright mind, a brilliant lady.
She really is. She really is. Well, let's walk down memory lane. I read that you are actually a native of Columbia.
I am.
What are your memories of Columbia?
the best city in South Carolina, second to Charleston.
Yes.
Columbia for me, I went to Eau Claire High School, which is a school very similar to Burke,
Okay.
as far as student demographics and instructional programs, and just the whole opportunity for growth for students. So I'm very familiar with the dynamic of students and learning and the challenges even that teachers are often have. I worked for a while in law firms there in Columbia before going into education, and it is absolutely a world-class city of its own there. And the focus in Columbia is just being the center of South Carolina politics. And from time to time, I even miss that energy.
Oh, I'm sure. And you touched on this earlier, but how did the law bug bite you?
Well, I had an opportunity to serve as just starting in the law firm and serving as someone just to answer the telephones,
Yes.
even emptying the trash cans in the law firm, and just really started from the very lowest position, I would think, in a firm, just as some custodial services.
Sure.
And as I spent more time there, my responsibilities grew, where I became a courier and traveling to different places in the law firms, going to other firms, going to visit medical experts, talking to judges even for the attorneys at times. And when they would call on the phone, they just sparked the interest in me. And beyond there, just went into serving as more of a paralegal in the different firms that I worked in Columbia, and it was awesome. It was very good.
I bet, I bet. And from what I also read that too, you were a teacher in the Midlands.
Yes, in Fairfield Central High School.
Yes.
I taught English there, and we did some very good things there in Fairfield and worked with some dynamic individuals there. My colleagues, I missed at times just the opportunity to share and reflect and be in a rural area of South Carolina. And I also taught at Saluda High School for a semester, and that's where I entered education in Saluda, South Carolina. And there I would drive an hour to work and an hour back home after working long days there. So an opportunity came to transition from Saluda and go with the principal there to Fairfield, and that's how I went to Fairfield Central.
And later you came down to Charleston, where you worked at West Ashley Middle.
West Ashley Middle, I served as the principal there for a year. And the Jaguars, they are an awesome team.
Yes, indeed.
That was a middle school, and is a middle school that is really growing, and it's a bright beacon there in the West Ashley community.
Sure.
And being in the old Middleton High School, from time to time we had visitors come in and they were looking for a Razorback or something. It used to be the mascot
sort of,
of Old Middleton.
Yeah.
And I think they may have covered that for the Jaguars that exists. But it was a very good year at West Ashley Middle School.
Oh, I bet it was. And then from there, of course, you mentioned this earlier, but you came to become a dean here at Burke Middle.
Right. Before West Ashley Middle, actually, and before I spent a little bit of time, a semester, at Baptist Hill High School, I was at the dean's position of the middle grades of Burke, and that gave me an opportunity to start working and interacting with students early before they reached the high school. And that was after I taught 9th grade English here at Burke, and then moved down to the lower grades. So we could really see how the development of the students on the peninsula, how that evolvement process worked with our students. And that was a very good experience for me there.
And you know, I wanted to ask you this as I was talking to you about your whole entire time as a teacher and a principal. But what is something that a lot of people don't know about you?
Sure. About me, that I love working with students on a regular basis, and not just inside the school, but seeing them out in the community of Charleston. So while I am a tourist around the city of Charleston, it's a very beautiful city, but I often find myself going into the neighborhoods and riding through and seeing our students interact on their turf, or in their communities.
East side,
West side area, and what beautiful opportunities our students have when they are themselves touring throughout the city and going from place to place in the city. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people really know about me, is how much I just love being in our home environments, in the communities where our students are.
And so what is the better for you, a principal or a teacher?
I'm always a teacher. Being a principal, I find myself at times where teachers will allow me to go in and play in their classes and instruct lessons. And that's a part of me that I don't believe will ever go away. So throughout my career, whenever I have a chance to develop a lesson and go in the classroom and execute the lesson, to teach the students and to assess the students directly, I love doing that.
Describe to me the following in one word. Education.
Important.
South Carolina State University.
Awesome.
Burke High School.
Wonderful.
Maurice Cannon.
Awesome again.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is true. Very true. Well, let's switch gears to family. I understand that you have been married to your wife, Sandra, for some time now.
Right, Sandra.
Sandra, pardon me.
Yes.
My pronunciation.
Yes, but that's fine. Yes, this is our 8th year of marriage, and it is absolutely some of the better days that I've ever experienced, and wouldn't give this up for the world.
And you know, when you look into your crystal ball, what do you see in your future?
In my future, I see someone who looks forward to working with other schools and talking about transforming education in the lives for children. So the underserved students, the students who may not always be recognized within a school population because they're having some educational or social troubles or difficulties, conflicts, then I look forward to being a person who can work with them and to help other administrators be successful in working with some of our most needed students.
That is awesome. Well, Maurice Cannon, it was so great talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.